This is game one of the pre-play version of the playoffs for the men's Olympic hockey tournament from the Milano Cortina Winter Olympic Games. This game features the 12th seed France against the 5th seed Finland. And again, playoffs are as based as higher seed will, the lowest of remaining seed will play Team USA. The second lowest will play Team Sweden. The third lowest will play Czechia, and the fourth lowest will play Canada in the quarterfinals. But this is an all-important winner-take-all game for their Olympic lives between Team France and Team Finland. We have shuffled up all the players um, back into the stack and redistributed them um, to new spots uh, for um, for all these playoff games, so that way no one knows who's on the ice or who's not. And again, we will see what happens here in these playoffs as we count down the games towards the medal game. With that being said, let's get the playoffs underway. Here are your starting netminders for game one of the playoffs, as France will have Julian Junka go for France. And at the other end of the ice will be UC Saros. Both teams are fighting for their Olympic lives. Well, I guess they're going to have to closely match to each other's place, shot, and spec save rating. And to all the teams competing in the playoffs for this free play, good luck and may the best country win. Let's drop the puck on game one of the playoffs and play some Olympic style hockey. We're going to begin this game one of the playoffs with a quality check between players 1 and 5. That's Mikhail Granlund and Enzo Gube. The quality that we're looking for is speed, rather. Mikhail Granlund has speed printed out on his card, so he's going to skate off to Julian Junka's net, hopefully net, a 1, 2, or 3, a 3 or a 4 with a dot to make the stop. And he will do so to keep this game this opening game for the playoff round. And again, the highest remaining seed will play seed 4. The lowest remaining seed will play USA. Quality check between players 2 and 4. That is Miro Heiskanen and Florian Douay. The quality is star. It looks like Miro Heiskanen has star, so he's going to skate off to Julian Junka's net, hopefully net, a 3 or 4 with a dot to make the stop. He does so back to back. Both coaches are not taking any chances here in this playoff round. As all these teams, it is single elimination here on out. We got a visitor scoring chance of a 25, and it reads, home goalie must make spec save. UC Saros needs to net a 1 or a 2 with a dot to make the stop. He can't, and France will get on the board early as they take a 1-0 lead here in the playoff round. Let's see who scored the first goal of this playoff round. 5. Okay, choice player. So we're going to re-roll the red die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be a re-roll. 1. That's Louis Boudon. So he will score the ice-breaking goal here in this game between France and Finland. And that is going to be it for this portion of the segment. And we will move on to the next one with a home scoring chance. This time it's a 24. Visitor goalie must make spec save. What you do, a little monkey see, monkey do. But Junka needs to net a 1 and only a 1 in order to make the spec save. He can't. It's a tie game. Let's see who scored the goal for Team Finland. 7. Player with the best shot rating. That is going to go to Sebastian Aho. So Sebastian Aho will score the goal for Team Finland, the game-tying goal for Team Finland. And we will move on to the next portion of this segment with a penalty check. Oh, it's looks like it's going to be an automatic power play goal for the home team. as Team Finland will take a 2-1 lead. Let's see who scored the goal on the power play. 8. That's going to be player with the best shot rating. Rope Hintz has the best shot rating out there with 2 stars. Finland is on top, 2-1 over the French. Quality check between players 5 and 3. That is going to be Nico Mikola and Florian Chekyavilli. The quality that we're looking for is star. Oh, good thing neither player has star, and that is going to be all she wrote for this segment. And we will move on to the next segment with the Finns in front of the French, 2-1. Quality check between players 2 and 1. That's Miro Heiskanen and Johan Ovitu. The quality that we're looking for is smart. Both Heiskanen and Avutu had smart, and that is going to be all she wrote for this first period of action. In the first period of the single elimination tournament playoffs, as both these two both these two countries are fighting for their Olympic lives. We begin the second period with a quality check between players 4 and 3. That's Eetu Luostarinen and Stefan Da Costa. The quality that we're looking for is skill. It looks like neither Luostarinen or Da Costa has skill, and that is going to be all she wrote for this first segment of the second period, with the Finns in front 2-1 over the French. We got ourselves a penalty check between players 2 and 5. That's Sebastian Aho and Jordan Perret. It looks like Perret is going to go to the box. As Sebastian Aho will skate onto Junka's net. Hopefully net a 3 or a 4 with a dot to make the stop. And he does so, keeping both of these teams, goalies, silence each other's power play right off the bat. But their penalty kill has been strong throughout these first 30 minutes of this hockey game. We got another quality check. Okay. So we got double boxcars. So again, if you see my videos on Hockey Blast Express, again, whenever double boxcars come up, I look at the home side first. I'm going to re-roll the red die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a re-roll. 3, that's Capo Caco. And I do the same thing again for Team France. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be a reroll. 2, that is Charles Bertrand. And the quality that we're looking for is star. It looks like neither Caco or Bertrand has star. And that is going to be all she wrote for that segment. And we will move on to the next segment. And the real reason why I do this is I really don't want to pick, so I want to get the game moving along. So I just let the red die re-roll. I'll just have to re-roll the red die twice whenever a 6 comes up on either side, or excuse me, whenever double boxcars comes up. That's double 6s for 2d6 in dice rolls. With that being said, let's move on to the next segment with a penalty check between players 5 and 4. That is going to be Rantanen and Dylan Fabra. Mikko Rantanen's going to go to the box as Dylan Fabra has a chance to tie up this hockey game here. A 1 through 4 on UC Saros' play save will not do so. And Dylan Fabra will score the goal, the game-tying goal on the power play. So the power play strikes through for one of these two teams as France tie it up against the Finns at 2-2. We stay put in this segment with a quality check between players, anybody on the ice for the Finns against player number 3. That's Aurelien Dare. And the quality that we're looking for is speed. Well, Dare is not going to win this one. So pick your poison between anybody out there on the ice with speed. Um, hmm. I'm keeping Hintz and Lindell out there. So it's between Hala, Likkonen, and Mata for to win the battle for speed. I think we're gonna have the red die decide. So let's have Hala be 1-2, Likkonen 3-4, Oli Mata 5-6. Again, Eric Hala is 1-2, Arturi Likkonen is 3-4, Oli Mata is 5-6. 5. That's Oli Mata. So Oli Mata will skate out to Julian Juka's net, hopefully net a 3 or a 4 with a dot to make the stop. He won't, and Oli Mata puts the Finns in front just like that. It's 3-2 Finland after this portion of the segment, and we will move on to the next half with a penalty check between players 5 and 1. That's Eotovanen and player 1 that is Pierre-Edouard Bellemare. It looks like both Tovanen and Bellemare both have the same penalty rating of 0.5, and that is going to be all she wrote for this segment. And we will move on to the next segment on to the next period of the next segment and period with the Finns in front, hopefully to eliminate the French 3-2. The start of the next period is going to have a quality check between players 1 and 2. That's Hala and Krinan. The quality that we're looking for is smart. It looks like Eric Hala has smart, so he's going to skate off to Junka's net, hopefully net a 1, a 3, or a 4 with a dot to make the stop. He won't. And folks, I think that goal by Eric Hala will be the nail in the coffin for Team France as the Finns lead at 4-2. But we still got plenty of time left for Team France to mount a comeback here. Another quality check to begin the next portion of this segment. It's going to be between both players in one. That's Louis Boudon and Yoel Armia. The quality that we're looking for is power. Armia has power, so he's going to skate out to Junka's net to hopefully sink a 3 or a 4 with a dot to make the stop. A 4 with a dot will do so to keep this game right where it's at of a 4-2 lead for Team Finland. And remember, the highest remaining seed will play Canada. And so far, what it seems, it will be Finland versus Canada in the upcoming quarterfinal round. But there's still plenty of hockey to be played left. Quality check between players 1 and 5. That is Mikael Granlund and Anthony Recchi. And the quality that we're looking for is none other than hits. It looks like Granlund and Recchi do not have hits. So therefore, that is going to be a no action result. And we will move on to the next segment with the French running out of time here to hopefully come back in this one. Another quality check. This time it's going to be for power, and it's going to be between players 4 and 3. That is Esa Lindell and Florian Diachvili. Tongue twister. But again, the quality that we're looking for is power. Lindell has power, and therefore Junka needs to net a 3 or a 4 with a dot to make the stop. He won't, and unfortunately, 5-2 Finns as the French are really not trying to sing, or excuse me, the Finns, I should say, are singing a swan song for Team France as they look to eliminate the French from this tournament. Another quality check, and it won't be Chekivili, but again, it will be both players in 3, as it will be Arturi Likkonen and Stefan DaCosta, and the quality that we're looking for is speed. Both Likkonen and DaCosta both have speed, and that is going to be all she wrote for this segment, and we will move on to the next segment with the Finns in front 5-2. Off we go to the final segment. Oh, and triple five. So again, fight, and there's no fights in the Olympics. So Either way, no fight ratings for France, but there is one on Eric Holla's rating. So therefore, that is going to be it. Your final score here for Game 1 of the playoffs. Finland moves on. Will they play Canada? I think they will, because the fifth seed is the lowest, is the highest remaining seed. So Finland versus Canada in the quarterfinals. So again to France, they tried, but unfortunately, nothing came up for them. The dice really didn't come through for them this time around. But what a tournament by France! And again, congrats to France on a well successful tournament in this pre-play, as they will finish this tournament with a one with only one overtime win and three regulation losses. So the 12th seed France is eliminated. Let's find out who's going to be moving on along with Finland to the quarterfinals. And again, the final score for this game is Finland 5, France 2. This is the second game of the pre-play men's Olympic hockey tournament uh, for the Milano Cortina 2026 Winter Olympic Games. Pre-play, this game features the 6th seed Latvia taking on the 11th seed Denmark. Your starting netminders for this game is going to be just like just like um, uh, France and Finland. Um, these two coaches are not messing around if they want to advance in these playoffs. With that being said, Frederick Anderson will start for Denmark, while Elvis Merslinkens will start for Team Latvia. The winner, the lowest seed right now, the currently lowest seed right now is Denmark, and the recent highest seed is Latvia. If Denmark wins, they will play United. They will play the what? Yeah, so excuse me. They will play Team USA. Denmark will play Team USA. With if Latvia wins, they will play Team Czechia. With that being said, let's get right to it. Let's drop the puck and play some playoff Olympic style hockey. We got ourselves a quality check to begin this contest for this second game of the playoffs. It's going to be between players 4 and 1. That's Zemgus Girgensons and Nikolai Ehlers. The quality that we're looking for is power. It looks like Girgensons is going to win this one, as he does have power printed on his card. So he's going to skid off to Frederick Anderson's net. Hopefully net a 1 through 4 to make the stop. And he will do so, just like in the last game. Uh, Both teams are really are really itching their way into this game. It's the playoffs. You want to play smart. Home scoring chance of a 15, and it reads: home goalie must make play save. Oh, excuse me. Home goalie. Sorry, excuse me. Visitor goalie must make shot save. So Freddie Anderson is again. He does have a shots save to credited to his name, but it has to be coming. But it has to come from the decider die. Dot, he has it. And he doesn't. Team Latvia will score the game's first goal for their playoff journey. Let's see who scored it. 9. That's player with the second best shot rating. So the best out there is Luke Mellis, and he will be the best out there on the ice. So the second best is going to go to Rodrigo Abols, as he will score the ice-breaking goal here in this one between Denmark and Latvia. We stay put in this segment with a quality check between players 3 and 5. That's Oscar Sibuskis and Jonas Ronberg. The quality that we're looking for is speed. It looks like Ronberg has speed, so he's going to skate off to Elvis Merslinkens' net. hopefully net a 1, 2, or 3 to make the stop. And he will do so to keep the Danes down by 1. And that is going to be it for that segment. And we will move on to the next one with a quality check between players 5 and 1. That is going to be Renners, Krastenbergs, and Mike Mikkel Agard. And the quality that we're looking for is skill. Neither Krastenbergs and Agard have skill. And that is going to be all she wrote for this segment. And we will move on to the next one with a penalty check between both players in 1. That's Bjorkstrand and Balsers. Oh, Rudolph Balsers is going to go to the box as Oliver Bjorkstrand is looking to tie this thing up on the power play, but Elvis Merslikins has a chance to stop it. A 1, 2, or 3 will do so. And he will do so to keep this game in a 1-0 lead for Team Latvia here in this playoff play-in game, as the U.S. may find out, as the U.S. or Czechia is going to find out who they will be playing in the quarterfinals. We got a visitor scoring chance to begin the second period with a 53 home player in 3. That's Harold's Eagle. He stops a Denmark goal with a quality roll of hit or a square. Unfortunately, we got a tie game, folks, as Eagle does not have a hit, neither does he have a square. So the Danes tie things up at 1. Let's see who scored the goal. 4. That's the player with the third best shot rating. So Nikolai Ehlers has the best. The second best is going to go to Blichfeld. And the third best is going to go to Marcus Lauritsen. So Marcus Lauritsen will score the game-tying goal for Team Denmark. And it's all even at 1 in the second period in the first 5 minutes. Quality check between players 4 and anybody on the ice for Team Denmark. The quality that we're looking for is skill. The only two, so player 4 for the home team. Okay, so that's Dan Lockmelis, and he will go up against. Oh, the only player out there for Denmark with skill is Nikolai Ehlers. So both Lockmelis and Ehlers both have the same quality of skill, and that is going to be all she wrote for this segment. And we will move on to the next one. We got another quality check. This time it's going to be between anybody on the ice for Team. Oh, I forgot that he was used. It'll be between anybody on the ice for Team Latvia against player number 2. That's Joachim Blichfeld. The quality that we're looking for is star. The only player out there with star for Team Latvia is Juvis Balinskis, as he has star printed on his card. So he's going to skate out to Freddie Anderson's net. So hopefully net a 1 through 4 to make the stop. He will do such thing as this game stays at a 1-1 tie through the first 30 minutes of this hockey game. As win and you advance, lose and you're going home. Quality check between players 3 and 5. That is going to be Freibergs and Oliver Lauritsen. The quality that we're looking for is hit. Freibergs has hit, so he's going to skate off to Freddie Anderson's net, hopefully net a 1 through 4 to make the stop. He will do so to keep this at a 1-1 tie once again. And that is going to be it for that segment. And we will move on to the next one with the score Team Denmark 1 and the Latvians 1. We got ourselves a penalty check between players 1 and 5. That is going to be Obels and Christian Wise. It looks like, Christian Wise is going to go out to the box as Obels has no choice but to skate in on Freddie Anderson's net, hopefully net a 1 through 4 to stop the power play goal attempt. He will, and that is going to be it for that second period. And after 40 minutes, the score remains a 1-1 tie. We got ourselves a quality check to begin the third period. The battle will be for power, and it's going to be contested between players 5 and 1, Treymax and Agard. The quality, again, is power. It looks like Treymax has power, so he will skate off to Freddie Anderson's net to hopefully come up big with a 1 through 4 to make the stop. And it will, as Anderson makes the stop. And that is going to be all she wrote for that segment. And we will move on to the next segment. Quality check between players 5 and 4. That's Sandis Vilmanis, and player number 4. That's Nicholas B. Jensen. The quality that we're looking for is speed. Vilmanis does have speed printed out on his card, so he's going to skate out to Anderson's net. Hopefully, net a 1 through 4 to make the stop. Again, he does so, and that is going to be all she wrote for this segment. And we will move on to the next segment with a quality check between both players in 5. That's True and Smits. The quality is star. Neither Smits or True have star, and that is going to be all she wrote for that one. And we will move on to the next segment. Someone has got to break through here. We got a quality check between players 5 and 4. That's Yax and Olson. The quality is star. Neither player has star, and folks, we're going to sudden death overtime. And I think it is supposed to be, let me just double check here. In the playoffs, according to the schedule, playoffs, I would technically say quarter and semifinals. Yes. So again, it's overtime, then shootout proceeds as follows. Okay, perfect. So we continue on here with sudden death overtime as we have a 1-1 tie between Team Denmark and Team Latvia here in this playoff game. We got a quality check. It's going to be between players 4 and anybody on the ice for Team Denmark. The quality that we're looking for is star. Oh my goodness. The only player with star out there for Denmark is Marcus Lauritsen. So he's gonna win the battle over Christians Rubens as he will skate off to Elvis Merzlikins' net. Hopefully net the nail in the coffin and the game winner here. 1, 2, or 3. This game is gonna go to a shootout. And the game is over. Team Denmark will win this playoff game as Latvia is eliminated. So with that, Team Denmark will face off against Team Czechia in the quarterfinals. Your final score here for this playoff game is Denmark 2, Latvia 1 in overtime. Marcus Lauritsen would score the game-winning goal. This is the third game of the men's Olympic hockey tournament pre-play for the 2026 Milano Cortina Winter Olympic Games. This is a playoff game featuring the 10th seed Italy and the 7th seed Germany. I do want to point out something that I made an error from the last time. So if you're watching this on the full time or the full length, or the single game playlist, Um, I did say that Denmark would play Czechia. Instead, they are considered the highest, or excuse me, the lowest remaining seed. So they would play Team USA in the finals, or excuse me, in the quarterfinals. So with that being said, the two teams that are left are Sweden and Czechia to have opponents, or excuse me, to not have opponents. But we are going to figure that out right now because these two teams are currently Germany is the highest remaining, and um, um, Italy is the lowest remaining seed. So the highest would play Sweden, and the lowest would play Czechia. So the winner, so if Germany wins this game, they would play Sweden, and if Italy wins, they would play Czechia, and the winner of Slovakia versus Switzerland will play Sweden in the quarterfinals. Whichever, or I should say, whichever either team is left over, they will play that team in the quarterfinals. With that being said, your starting netminders for this playoff game for Italy will be David Badani, and for Germany, it will be Philip Grubauer. So may the best country win in this playoff matchup. Let's drop the puck and play some playoff Olympics style hockey. And right off the bat, we're going to begin with a home scoring chance of a 26. And it reads choice home player rolls for goal using shot stars +2. Who do you think I'm going to give it to? Leon Draisaitl. So he is, with those shot qualities, my God, that is probably going to be an instant goal right there. So I really don't need to roll a die because as a 4 + 2 is a 6. So Leon Draisaitl is going to score the first goal of the game for Team Germany as the Germans are up on the Italians 1-0. Penalty check between both players in 5. That's Zanetti and Stutzla. It looks like Tim Stutzla is going to go to the box as Marco Zanetti is going to skate on Philip Grubauer to hopefully tie things up for the home country Italy. A 1, 2, or 3 will stop it. And it will stop it on the penalty kill for Team Italy. Or excuse me, on the power play for Team Italy. Excuse me. On the and Germany was on the PK. My fault there. And after one segment of play, we are having a score of Germany 1, Italy nothing. Quality check between players 3 and 5. That is going to be Mark Michaelis and Alex Trivelato. And the quality that we're looking for is hit. Neither Michaelis or Trivelato have hit. So therefore, that is going to be a no action result. And we will move on to the next segment here in this one. Quality check between players 4 and 1. That's Tobias Rader and Matt Bradley. The quality that we're looking for is star. Neither Bradley or Ryder have star. So that is going to be all she wrote for that segment. And we will move on to the next segment with the Germans on top of the Italians, 1-0. We got ourselves another quality check. This time it's going to be anybody on the ice for Team Germany against player number 4. That's Jason Seed. The quality that we're looking for is power. Pick your poison between Corbinian Geibel, Jonas Muller, or Mo Sider. Uh, I think I'm going to have the red die decide. So 1-2 is Geibel, 3-4 is Muller, 5-6 will be Sider. Again, Geibel is 1-2, Muller is 3-4, Sider is 5-6. 1, it's going to be Corbinian Geibel. So he and Jason Seed will tie things up for power, and that is going to be all she wrote for this segment. And through the game's first 20 minutes of play, your score is Germany 1, Italy nothing. Quality check to begin the second period of play here. It's going to be between players 2 and 4. That's Cahoon and Sigafredo. The quality that we're looking for is skill. It looks like both Cahoon and Sigafredo both have skill, and that is going to be all she wrote for this segment. And we will move on to the next segment with the Germans in front of the Italians, 1-0. Quality check between both players in 5. That's Dylan DiPerna against Tim Stakowak. The quality that we're looking for is star. Neither Stakowak or Perna has star, or DiPerna has star. So therefore, that's going to be another no action result. And we will most certainly move on to the next segment with the Germans in front, courtesy of a Leon Draisaitl goal, 1-0. We got ourselves a penalty check between players 4 and 1. That's Sider and Greg Di Tommaso. Oh man, Mo Sider is going to go to the box as Di Tommaso will skate out to Grubauer's net, hopefully net a 1-3 to make the stop. And he will, and that is going to be all she wrote for that segment. And we will move on to the next segment here in this playoff round matchup between the Italians and the Germans, with the Germans in front, 1-0. Quality check. Okay, again, so double box cars comes up. I look at the home side first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be a reroll as we roll the die. 4, that is going to be Lucas Reichel, and he will be facing off against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be a reroll. 4, that's Lucas Zanata. So both players in 4, the quality that we're looking for is hit. So it looks like Zanata is going to win this one over Reichel, as he does have hit. So he's going to skate out to Grubauer's net, hopefully net a 1-3 to make the stop. And he will make the stop. Wow. Sticks that glove hand right out there and catches the puck in midair inside of the crease. And that is going to be all she wrote for this segment. And we will move on to the third period with the Germans in front of the Italians, 1-0. We got ourselves a penalty check between players 4 and 2. That is Tobias Reeder and Michael Frickland. It looks like both Ryder and Frickland both have the same. Both have the same penalty rating of 0, and that is going to be all she wrote for this segment. And we will move on to the next one. Another quality check. This time it's going to be between players 1 and 2. That is Alexander L. and Dustin Gasly. The quality that we're looking for is smart. It looks like Gasly has smart, so he's going to skate out to Grubauer's net. Hopefully net a 1-3 to make the stop. Oh man, Grubauer is standing on his head. Wow. He stops yet another Italian goal from getting past him. The Germans are well on their way to the quarterfinals, but not if anything, if the home country, Italy, has to say anything about it. Home scoring chance of a 22. Visitor goalie must make spec save. So David Fidani needs to net a 1 or 2 to make the stop. He won't, and that may be the nail in the coffin, folks, for the home country, for Team Italy here in this pre-play version of the playoffs. Let's see who scored the goal for Team Germany. 9. That's second best shot rating. So the best out there right now is a tie between Sturm and Cable. Guess what, folks? We have a tie between Muller and Sider for the second best shot rating. Uh, They both have a symbol out there. I'm willing to give up 1 square, but I do want to keep the triangle and the circle out there for Mo Sider. So I'm thinking I'm going to give the goal to Muller. So Jonas Muller will score the 2-0 lead for Germany, and he currently sits as the game-winning goal for this hockey game. We stay put in this segment with a quality check between both players in 4. That's Sider and Seed. The quality that we're looking for is skill. Mo Sider has skill, so he's going to skate out to Fidani's net. Hopefully net a 1, 2, or 3 to make the stop. Damn, he does. Wow. Fadani was saying, you guys scored on me again. You scored on me once. I'm not going to allow you to do so again. That was a lucky bounce that you had. And again, that is going to be all she wrote for this segment, with the Germans in front 2-0 as we head to the final segment, with barring a scoring opportunity, possibly to the empty net mini chart. Penalty check between players 2 and 3. That is going to be Lucas Keibel against player number 3, that's Phil Pietranero. And it looks like, Pietranero is going to go to the box as Cable's going to skate off to Fadani's net. Hopefully net a 1, 2, or 3 to make the stop. He won't, and now it's Lucas Cable's chance to earn the game-winning goal here in this playoff game between the Germans and the Italians, as it is 3-0 in favor of the Germans. We stay put in this segment with a visitor scoring chance of a 62, and it reads, any home player with a circle prevents a power play goal. Again, any home player with a circle prevents a power play goal. Yikes. No circle is out there printed on the Italians' cards. It is falling apart for Team Italy as the Germans will score their 4th goal of the game. Let's see who scored it. 10. That's going to be player with the second best shot rating. So the best out there right now is JJ Peterka. The second best is going to go to either Reichel or Nico Sturm. Let's have Dot be Sturm. And it will be Sturm. So Nico Sturm will score the goal for Team Germany as he puts the Germans ahead in front of the home country, Italy, 4-0. We stay put in this segment with a home scoring chance of a 21, and it reads, visitor goalie must make shot saves. So David Fadani needs to net a 1 through 4 to end it. He won't, and it's 5-0 Germany. Let's see who scored the goal. 6, player with the best shot rating. That's JJ Peterka. So JJ Peterka will score the 5th goal of the game for Germany, and they are looking to be on their way to playing a quarterfinal round game against Sweden. But there's still time left in this hockey game. Let's see what happens. A visitor scoring chance of a 34. Visitor player in 1. That's Thomas Larkin. No relations to Dylan Larkin. He creates a goal for Team Italy and breaks the shutout if he has power or a triangle. He does have power, but no triangle. So with that quality roll of power, he will get the first goal of the game for Italy. But I think too little, too late, as Team Germany is going to probably hang on to this one by hopefully the final of 5-1. But we still got plenty of more hockey left to play until someone makes a stop. Quality check between players 2 and anybody in the ice for Team Italy. And it looks like it's going to be Geibel against, let's see here. The only players out there with smart are Bradley and Patan. As Geibel is not going to win this battle for smart. So he is going to... Let's see here. It'll be Patan. And it will be Patan. So Patan will win the battle over Geibel as he will skate off to Philip Grubauer's net. Hopefully net a 1, 2, or 3 to make the stop. And he will, folks. That is going to be it. The the Germans shock the home country, Italy, as they move on to face off against Sweden. And with that, the winner of the next game, Slovakia and Switzerland, will play Czechia in the quarterfinals. Your final score in this one, Germany 5, Italy won. This is the final playoff game of the first round between the eighth seed Slovakia and the ninth seed Switzerland. The winner of this game, to be correct, to be the correct game opponent for the winner of this game, they will play Czechia in the first round, in the quarterfinal round. Sweden already was named their opponent. Actually, no, I'm sorry. They will be playing Sweden in the first round, so that is my fault. As Team Germany has already had their opponent in Team Czechia, so I keep forgetting it's always the higher, the lowest remaining seed plays one, the second lowest plays two, the third lowest plays seed number three, and whatever is left remaining, the middle stanza will play. This middle stanza of the teams will play Canada. With that being said, this is the final game. This is the final playoff matchup of the first round between the ninth seed Switzerland and the eighth seed Slovakia. Your starting netminders for this game are going to be as follows. Akira Schmid will be in net for Switzerland, and opposing him at the other end of the ice will be Samuel Alavi, as both these coaches are really in do or die straits, as they are looking to advance into the first into the first out of this first round and into the quarterfinals. With that being said, without further delay, let's drop the puck and play some Olympic style hockey. The winner of this game will play Sweden. And we're going to begin this game with a quality check between players, both players in two. So that's Ken Yeager and Eric Chernak. The quality that we're looking for is star. It looks like neither player has star, and that is going to be all she wrote for this segment. And we will move on to the next segment with another quality check. This time it's going to be between players 3 and 5. That's Patrick Koch and Dennis Malgin. The quality that we're looking for is hit. It looks like neither Koch or Malgin have hit. And that is going to be another all she wrote for yet another segment in the early stages of this last playoff game of the first round. And we will move on to the next segment with a home scoring chance of a 12, and it reads: visitor goalie must make play save. Akira Schmid needs to net 1 through 3 to make the stop. And he does. Nobody flips, and we will move on to the next segment. We got ourselves a quality check between players 4 and 2. That is going to be Martin Marinson and Roman Yossi. The quality that we're looking for is smart. Both Marinson and Yossi have smart, and that is going to be all she wrote for that segment. And we will move on to the next one in a fast-paced first period. We got ourselves another quality check. This time it'll be between players 5 and 3 to begin this second period of play. It's going to be Oliver Okulire and Tim Burney. The quality that we're looking for is power. It looks like neither Okulire and Burney both do not have power, and that is going to be all she wrote for this segment. And we will move on to the next one. Who is going to be the first team to blink? And as usual, in this type of games, the first team to blink always ends up losing. Quality check between both players in two. That's Sven Adrigetto and Libor Hudacek. And the quality that we're looking for is hit. It looks like neither player has hit. And my goodness, who is going to break this little staring contest of a game as we are still scoreless through the game's first 30 minutes of play? We got ourselves a visitor scoring chance, and it's going to be a 16. Home goalie must make shot saves. So Samuel Halavi needs to net a 3 or 4 with a dot to make the stop. He does. Nobody flips, and we will move on to the next segment. Quality check between players 4 and anybody on the ice for Team Switzerland. Martin Pospisil will be the player in question for Team Slovakia. As the quality that we're looking for is star. Man, oh man, neither Pospisil or anyone out on the ice for Switzerland do not have star. So at this rate, pick your poison between anybody on the ice. If you're Team Switzerland, but again, we are going to go right across from them with Simone Knack, as both Pospisil and Knack do not have star. And after the game's first 40 minutes of play, we are scoreless. Who's going to be the first team to break the scoreless tie? Quality check between players 3 and 2. That's Simone Nemechek and player number 2. That's Ken Yeager. The quality that we're looking for is power. Simone Nemechek has power. So he's going to skate out to Akira Schmid's net, hopefully net a 1, 2, or 3 to make the stop. And he does. And that is going to be it for that segment. And both goalies are standing on their heads. Who is going to blink here in this 8 versus 9 matchup of the playoffs? A visitor scoring chance of a 12. Home goalie must make place save. Samuel Halavi needs to net a 1, 2, or 3 to make the stop. He does. Nobody flips, and we will move on to the next segment. We got ourselves a quality check between players 2 and 1. That's Milos Kellerman and Christoph Bertsky. The quality that we're looking for is skill. It looks like Bertsky has skill. He's going to skate out to Halavi's net, hopefully net a 1, 2, or 3 to make the stop. There's the first goal of the game, and it is going to go to Christoph Bertsky off of the quality check win from Milos Kellerman. And Switzerland breaks open. It is 1-0 in favor of the Swiss. Quality check to begin this next portion of the segment with play between players 3 and 1. That's Liska and Fiala. Adam Liska and Kevin Fiala. The quality that we're looking for is speed. Adam Liska has speed. This is Slovakia's chance to tie things up. Can they do it? A 1, 2, or 3 will not. A 4, 5, or 6 will do so. A 1, 2, or 3 will not. A 4 will tie game courtesy of Adam Liska. And this is going to be really interesting, folks, to see how this game will turn out. We stay put in this segment with a penalty check between players 5 and anybody on the ice for Team Switzerland. Player in 5, that's Adam Rutschka, and player 6. So anybody out there on the ice. So we could tie, or Slovakia is going to go on the power play. Or actually, no, Switzerland is going to go on the power play. My fault. I think at this rate, late in the game, I think you go for the tie. But in the playoffs, take a chance, roll the die. Dot. We will. In this case, we'll roll the decider die. Dot. We tie. And we will tie. So we'll go, excuse me, we'll go right across from him with Marco Rossi as both players in 5 of the same penalty rating of 0.5. And that is going to be all she wrote for this segment. And we will most definitely move on to the final segment, but possibly off to the empty net mini chart, and possibly it's still tied off to sudden death overtime. We got ourselves a penalty check between players 4 and 6, and that is going to be Pavel Regenda, and he will go. Oh man, Regenda is going to go to the box either way. So pick your poison between anybody out there on the ice. How about we give it to Nico Hischier? How about we give it to Nico Hischier? So Hischier will skate off to Samuel Halavai's net, hopefully net a 1, 2, or 3 to make the stop. He does. Wow. So, folks, this entertaining, kind of meh entertaining game is going to go to sudden death overtime. And it's a home scoring chance of a 42, and it reads any home player with a triangle creates a goal. Yes, Yuri Slafkovsky is going to score the game winner in overtime, eliminating Switzerland. And folks, Yuri Slafkovsky with that goal is going to send Team Slovakia into battle to play, of course, in the quarterfinals. So your matchups are as follows. USA will play Denmark. Sweden will play Slovakia. Czechia will play Germany. And Canada will play Finland. The quarterfinals will begin tomorrow. And once again, your final score for this game and at the end of the first round, Slovakia advances to the quarterfinals, winning it 2-1 in overtime.